Hello everyone and welcome back to this Next.js and Contentful tutorial series. In the two previous videos, we created the proper functions to deal with changing the displayed jobs whenever we change remote OK only and feature jobs only, and also when we change the salary range here. We filter the job that match that criteria. Okay, now in this video we want to put our attention on these other two filters, namely the job types and the experience level. And here in this video, in this particular for this particular filters, we want to be able to filter the jobs if multiple values are being matched, right? So we want to be able to not only get the jobs that are, if I select these two checkboxes, and I want to get the jobs that have both part-time as a job type and internship as a job type. If I also include this, I want all the jobs that match the three criteria. Similarly, for experience level, if I select junior and senior, I want the jobs that match both junior and senior. Okay, so it's not like the equality operator where I need the particular field for example here for the case of I think it was remote OK, right? We needed just to match the exact value, and that was it. We were happy with the result that we got. But in this case, I want to be able to match multiple potential values to a particular field, and in this case, the experience level and the job type, right? And one way you may assume one way to do that in Contentful will be to use the in operator here. Okay, so let's try that and see if it works. Let's open our code editor here, and the first thing we want to do obviously is to go to our API layer and make sure that we are passing in the proper job types, the proper values to the search, because remember here, like if I look again at our values as they're stored in the CMS, they're capital case, right? Capital case, senior, capital case, full-time, capital case. Whereas in our state, the way we initialized it is they're lowercase, right? Obviously, we can change it here and put it to full-time, capital case, part-time, capital case, and so on, and same thing for the experience level, and put everything to capital case. But I would rather do it in the API layer because it's more prone to it's more robust to potential changes and bugs, because here also you always want to pass what comes from the input value. So I'm going to capitalize these values here instead in the API level, at the API level. And for that, I've created this function that is called capitalize first letter. Yes, I'm going to add it here like this, very simply. Okay, and when you're passing values down here, what I want to do is simply to make sure that I am passing in job types and experience levels with those two values being equal to the passing, because remember these are arrays. Okay, so come like this here, const equals to, okay, so I'm going to call sidebar form state dot job types dot map. Okay, and for each value job type, I'm going to call the function capitalize first letter and job type. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing for experience levels. Okay, do the same thing like this, experience levels, very good, experience levels, very good, and experience level. Actually, I can put the same thing, I just move the S like this, move the S, very good. Okay, so now that we have this, you have passed the value that we are sending here, The next thing you want to do, obviously, is to make sure that we add those filters here. Okay, so let's add that. Add the inclusion. I call that the inclusion operator. Inclusion query filters. Okay, and what are the fields to consider? Well, let's just copy this and put it here like this. The field that we're considering is the job type. Well, job type. Okay, and we saw that it should be called in, right? That's the modifier. And here we want to pass in job types. We want to join based on the comma, because we are doing exactly what they're recommending us to do here, you see, like this. So you compare it to the concatenation of the different values that are possible. Okay, the first one, and then obviously we want to do the same thing for the experience level. So we're going to do the same thing here for experience levels. Experience level. Okay, do the same thing here. Experience levels. Very good. Okay, now let's see if that works. If I come here, there's completeness, click here, see, it doesn't return anything. It doesn't work at all, right? So why is that? Well, let's have a look at the logs. Okay, so let's have a look at the logs. First of all, let's log the query that we're actually sending. Okay, so the final query that you're sending to Contentful, let's log that here. Log the query that you're sending to Contentful equals to this. Okay, and let's log the results that are found by Contentful. Oops, log. Okay, let's found jobs equals this. Actually, it should be below. Very good. Let's log this. I'm gonna drag this a little bit up so you can see. Remove this. All right, so let's refresh again. All right, so initially, obviously, because we added that use ref hook, nothing is triggered. So if I click here, let's see. Now you see, this is first of all the query that is sent. Right, these are the parameters. This is the query that you're sending to Contentful, right? Greater than with the maximum value that we added earlier, and this one here, junior. Obviously, even if it's just only one, it's not really getting anything. So if I go back and I add another one, senior, tech lead, which we know for sure we have jobs for, it's not getting anything at all. So, well, why is that? Well, the reason is Contentful doesn't, as you can see here from this, as of April 2022, they don't have, as you can see here from their document, from their knowledge base forum, they don't have the OR operator. Okay, so they don't have something like that. Basically, you don't have the ability at the time of recording this video to be able to search the Contentful API and send a query to a particular field and assess if it's equal to a range of different values. You don't have that ability as of now. Okay, so hopefully they do that in the future, but as of today they don't. And also this here is a different type of query. I just wanted, because when recording this video, my thought was that this will work, but it's actually a different query. It's achieving a different purpose, and I will encourage you to have a look at it yourself. Okay, so how then can we do this? Well, the way we are going to do this is simply by relying on the API, on the app level. We're going to deal with that at the app level. So we're going to remove this. Okay, we're going to remove these two queries here like this. I'm going to remove that and comment it like this. And what we're going to simply do is every time we return it, like all the jobs that are being returned here, what we're going to do is simply loop over them and make sure that we filter the relevant ones. I know it's not ideal, it's not optimal, but as of today, that's the best workaround around this I can think of. Okay, so let's do that. I have the code for it. I won't waste your time, so I have it here like this, filtered. So this is the code that I just added. Okay, so I'm going to remove, obviously I'm going to remove this, but what we do is we get all the jobs that were returned without adding those filters. Now we filter what we get, right? So we look over all, like first of all, we make sure that the query included experience level filter, and it's simply to check by checking the length. Okay, if it is true, then we return true each time we filter. And if the job, the particular job, if the query includes experience level, okay, and that query includes levels, experience levels includes the particular job that we're iterating over, okay, the experience level of that particular job, then yeah, we return that job. We return true, otherwise we return false. So we do that for every single job, and then we'll be able to filter. So just to reiterate again, if when you're filtering like this, and if no job, if no experience level attribute was sent, meaning that the length of that array is empty, then we're going to return true for everything. And then we're going to do the same thing for job types, and ultimately that's going to allow us to filter. So I'm going to remove this one here, and if I now test it like this on the front end, it's going to work. So if let's see, some of the jobs here are contract. For example, this is a contract job, so if I click here, it's going to get that job only, right? So it works perfectly. Full-time, we're going to get the jobs that are full-time only. Now if full-time and we want senior or tech lead, it's going to get that one here, full-time and tech lead, full-time and contract, full-time, contract and tech lead, that's not going to work. So full-time, part-time, I think, let's say senior and contract. You see, you're gonna get like full-time, contract, and senior. All three criteria are met. Okay, so that's it for this video. The inclusion operator, or the OR operator, sorry, the OR operator in Contentful is not yet available at the time of recording this video, so that's a workaround for you. And I hope you find this video useful. If you do, please give it a thumbs up, and I see you in the next one. Thank you.